Last night I watched Creepshow. George A. Romero and Stephen Alright, so last night I watched Creepshow. Directed by George A. Romero and written by Stephen King. Join me on this episode of 80 Days of 80s Horror.
Slip into the shadows where horror lurks behind every corner. This is 80 Days of 80s Horror. Ready your nerves and let the darkness embrace you.
Creepshow is a horror fantasy film released in 1982, running 2 hours and rated R. Would I let children watch this? I mean, I remember watching worse films than this as a kid, and to be honest, if there weren't for some bloody scenes in this film, I think it probably would fall under the PG-13 category. I don't really remember seeing anything over the top in this film, so I would say yes, let kids watch this, but hey, I don't have any. What is Creepshow about, you might ask? A collection of nightmare-inducing stories blending Stephen King's storytelling and George Romero's visual horror. The 5 macabre short stories are taken from a children's comic book. A slain father returns from the grave, a strange meteorite, a husband seeking revenge, a creature hidden in a mysterious crate, and an infestation of cockroaches. Fun fact, Fluffy, the creature from the crate, also my favorite short story from this film, was the first fully animatronic creature Tom Savini had created. He spent over an hour and a half on the phone with Rob Bottin, special effects artist from The Thing, The Howling, and Total Recall, getting advice on how to build this. Starring Stephen King, Adrienne Barbeau, Tom Savini, Leslie Nielsen, Christine Forrest, Hal Holbrook, Ted Danson, and Joe Hill. On the gore scale, I'd have to go ahead and say this film was bloody. Nothing over the top, but just enough to get the point across that this is a horror flick. Alright, smash or pass, you ask? I would definitely smash. And I score this film a 6 out of 10. Campy and cheesy, and just an overall fun watch with its fast pace and comic book feel. These different little story increments really kind of push you through those 2 hours of watch time, and I think this would be a fun watch for any horror fan. Fun fact, this is the only George A. Romero film to open up at number 1 at the weekend box office. Thank you for watching this episode of Blood and Brews Back to the 80s, or whatever you want to call it. Now remember, this is just my opinions on films that I like and enjoy. And you can do whatever you want to do at the end of the day. So, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.